Hey everybody, welcome to this week's assignment. This is one big assignment for you to work on over the course of the last 3 days of school. This is a fun and creative assignment. It won't be graded in iNow, so just enjoy it and use it as an opportunity to stretch your brain. Okay, let's begin by reading our scenario. This tells us that your amazing baking skills have earned you a spot on the most watched cooking show on TV. Before you host your first ever cooking show, there are a few things you have to do. You start planning the day so you don't run out of time before you have to report to the TV station. You have 8 hours until you have to be on set. If you will spend 3/4 of an hour driving to the TV station, how much time does that leave you to get everything ready? Use any strategy you choose to calculate how much time you have after you remove 3/4 of an hour for your driving time. And type your answer in the Google document. Okay, here's the next scenario. You spend some time in the kitchen making sure the recipe is just right for the cooking show. You spend 2 3/4 hours baking and half an hour cleaning up the kitchen. How much time were you in the kitchen? So this is an addition problem. They're asking you to calculate what 2 3/4 of an hour plus half an hour is all together. So add those using any strategy you choose and type your answer in the Google document. You set aside 3 2/6 hours to make a store list and shop for the ingredients. If you plan to spend 2/3 of an hour making a detailed store list, how much time will you have to shop for the ingredients? This is how much time you have all together to work on your list and shop. You've set aside 2/3 of an hour to do your shopping list. So when you take away or subtract that 2/3 of an hour from your total time, how much time is left? Okay, last scenario. You had 8 hours to get things ready for the cooking show today, but 5 1/2 hours have already passed. How much time do you have left? So again, this is a situation where we have a total of 8 hours to get everything ready, but 5 1/2 hours have already gone by while you were doing other things. How much time do you have left? So you need to subtract 8 minus 5 1/2. Okay, let's look at page 2, the perfect recipe. Before you share your recipe with thousands of viewers, you need to make the recipe perfect. You want to be sure there isn't too much or too little of any ingredient so that it tastes delicious. Fill out the table to keep track of all the changes you made to the recipe. Okay, so this is a recipe for something called sprinkle chow, which sounds delicious. And the ingredients are Chex cereal, chocolate chips, powdered sugar, funfetti cake mix, and rainbow sprinkles. And then you can see the original amount listed here. So like for the Chex cereal, at first they called for 2 1/7 cups. But then you decided to increase that amount. So if you take 2 1/7 cups and increase it or add 3 6/7 cups, what will your new total be? So you have to fill in these blank sections of the table. If you look at the chocolate chip amount, it started with 1/8 of a cup in the recipe. And then you added some mystery amount to that. It doesn't say what the mystery amount is. So this is our variable. You could name that A for amount, or you could name it just X. And then your total was 1 1/3 cups. So then you need to just figure out what amount you added to the recipe to end up with this total. Okay, so once you're done filling in the chart, then you come to this part of the question. If you leave out the sprinkles, how many total cups of sprinkle chow does the recipe make? Use the total amount column of the table to help you. So basically what they're saying is like, if you add this all together and then subtract 2 tablespoons, what will your total be? Now, this is a tricky one because in order to answer this, I think you would have to convert your cups to tablespoon amounts, or you would have to convert your tablespoon amounts to a fraction of a cup. So this one is a tricky one. This one will really stretch your brain to answer. Okay, last question. Order the ingredients from least to greatest based on the total amount needed for each ingredient in the final sprinkle chow recipe. Hint, there are 16 tablespoons in 1 cup. So this is that key piece of information that you need in order to also answer this question here. And you also need to know that there are 16 tablespoons in a cup in order to order your ingredients from the smallest amount to the largest amount. Okay, so that's it for today's assignment, just the first 2 pages of this project. We'll do a little more tomorrow. And remember, this project is just for fun. It's not graded in I now, and it's just meant to be a fun last review of fractions for you.